Hello and welcome to another episode on the JB Wargamer 87 narrative series regarding the 18th Cadian Army Group. In this episode we'll be exploring the narrative and organisation of the Astra Militarum Tempestus Scions, the elite special forces units in support of the Army Group. We'll be looking at their war gear, the Taurochs and the Valkyries and how they are deployed, and how they are organised in their individual platoons, as well as company level, for this particular unit. Before we begin the episode, please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe, and hit the bell button so you won't miss another video. And do check out the end credits of this video and how you can get involved further in supporting the channel further. Thank you for listening, and let's get stuck in on how the Tempestus Scions, the auxiliary units in support of the 18th Cadian Army Group. The Tempestus Scions. Tempestus Scions, also known as Stormtroopers or Stormtroopers in Low Gothic, are the elite shock troops of the Militarum Tempestus. They are trained to carry out special operations such as deep strike assaults, reconnaissance, and infiltration beyond enemy lines. Stormtroopers are the very best soldiers the Guard can call upon, being trained to the peak of human perfection. Their combat skills are unmatched by any normal Guardsman. Either as part of an Imperial Guard regiment or as the Militarum Tempestus Scions, are used to enact missions that regular Guardsmen cannot handle, and often form an elite corps entrusted with carrying out important missions, such as spearheading assaults into heavily fortified positions or infiltrating behind enemy lines. Scions have undergone a brutal training regime, and are armed with the very best weaponry available to the Guard. Their violent potential is enhanced by rigid discipline and assault of the Ordo Tempestus training, and they will carry out any order regardless of how inhumane it may be. Fully prepared to give their lives for the Imperium, Scions are indoctrinated with a sense of obedience and duty that overrides any instinct of personal safety. They are often dropped into the thick of combat from a Valkyrie assault carriers. Once deployed to the field, Scions typically use the Rysar pattern hotshot lasguns and hotshot volley guns. They frequently operate from Taurochs Prime armoured vehicles and Valkyrie aircraft. Tempestus Scions are the elite fighting force of the Ordo Tempestus, a quasi-independent agency within the Administratum that also includes commissars. By virtue of its members having been recruited from Progenia and Scholia Progenum, their regiments are made up of soldiers from worlds throughout the Imperium, while individual regiments are routinely deployed for independent actions. It is also a common practice for individual companies or battalions to be sent to war zones, and from there have individual Scion squads join Imperial Guard regiments as required. The regiments to which these elite troops are attached to often regard immutable dedication and better equipment of the Scions with a certain amount of animosity, referring to them by such names as Glory Boys and Big Toy Soldiers. Regardless of the opinion of the average Guardsman, none who witness Scions in action can deny their effectiveness. The Ministratum Tempestus have occasionally been known to send Scion squads to permanently assist the regiments of the Imperial Guard, particularly these skilled and aerial assault, such as the Elysian Drop Troops and Hakonoi Warhawks. Whilst not native to these regiments, the attached Scions will still form up to act as their most elite and deadly troops. Having been orphans raised by the Schola Progena are then taken by the Ordo Tempestus to be schooled in its harsh and miserable training camps. While here, they are installed with a strong sense of loyalty to the Imperium, taught superior battle tactics, and use of more advanced equipment than the average guardsman. They are homogenized and mentally broken, then rebuilt as perfect soldiers. Many cadets will undergo mental restructuring that erases memories of their past lives. Once their basic training and mental reconstruction is complete, cadets undergo the trials of compliance. This is a trial of diverse nature that tests how cadets can process commands, regardless of how dangerous, inhumane, or complex they may be. Only those who pass the trials may become Tempestus Scions. The training Scions receive usually begins after they already completed their primary education at the Schola Progenium, ensuring an individual knowledgeable in Imperial law as well as Imperial history. However, on rare occasions, a senior official, such as an Inquisitor, can use their authority to have an adult undergo Scion training. Such a selection usually happens only after some act of outstanding courage and dedication, along with whatever the senior official's own agenda happens to be. Such cadets are examined carefully by the drill oblates and developed mental skills, a deep faith in the Imperial Creed, and a strong mind capable of resisting the horrors of the 41st millennium. Even if the cadet already has years of combat experience, they will be treated by the drill abbots no differently than if they were new recruit. The traditional progenitor will consider them as an outsider, or granted the honour of training with them due to their patron. The Scion standard equipment is superior to regimental guardsmen, and generally includes carapace armour, superior to the standard flak armour in use by the regimental guardsmen, as well as a hotshot lasgun, sometimes referred to as the Hell Gun. A higher powered lasgun which incorporates a targeter. They are equipped with both frag and crack grenades, as well as the option to carry melter bombs. Scions can also be issued special weapons, including flamers, grenade launchers, melter guns, plasma guns, and hot-shot volley guns. Scion leaders can also have the access to other advanced weapons, such as power weapons, bolt weapons, and plasma pistols. An even greater variety of specialized equipment can also be deployed by the Scions, depending on the nature of the mission. Some of these include grav shoots, and performing aerial insertions and chimeras or thorax primes for ground transportation. The Tempestus Scions Squad Organization. The Tempestus Scions Squad consists of 10 members. Number 1 is the squad leader. Number 2 is the Vox operator. Number 3 is fire support. Number 4 is fire support. Number 5 is the hotshot lasgunner. Number 6 is the team leader. Number 7 is fire support. Number 8 is fire support. And numbers 9 and 10 are the hotshot lasgunners. This unit can split into 2 separate teams of 5 men. However, they can be unified as a full 10-man squad, under the squad commander. And there's also a second in command. Starting with the lowest rank commanding the entire squad, is the squad leader, number 1. He is of the rank of corporal. Number 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8 are that of specialist guardsmen. Number 5, 9, and 10 are that of guardsman first class. And number 6 is Lance Corporal. He is the team leader and second in command of the squad. The next highest rank leading the squad is that of Sergeant. The next highest rank leading the squad is that of Staff Sergeant. The next highest rank is that of Sergeant First Class. And then the next highest rank for that of squad level is that of Master Sergeant. the Tempestus Scions Command Squad. This squad consists of 7 members. Number 1 is the Platoon Commander. Number 2 is the Enforcer, also known as a Commissar. Number 3 is the Tactical Officer. Number 4 is the Flag Bearer. Number 5 is the Vox Operator. Number 6 is the Medic. And number 7 is Fire Support. Starting with the lowest rank when it comes to the Tempestus Scions Command Squad, number 1, the Platoon Commander, he is of the rank of 2nd Lieutenant. Number 2 is of the rank of Commissar. Number 3, the Tactical Officer, he is of the rank of Warrant Officer 1. Number 4 is of the rank of First Sergeant. Number 5 is of the rank of Sergeant. And number 6 is of the rank of Corporal, also known as Combat Medic Grade 4. And number 7 is of the rank of Lance Corporal. The next highest rank, for that of the Platoon Command section, is of the rank of First Lieutenant, whereas all the other troops are exactly the same loadout as the previously mentioned. At company level, the organisation is slightly different when it comes to their battlefield role and that of the unit's insignia. Number 1 is Special Operations Company Subordinate, whereas the rest of the members of the squad have exactly the same battle role as previously mentioned. The Special Operations Company Subordinate, he is of the rank of Captain. Number 2 is of the rank of Commissar. Number 3 is Chief Warrant Officer 2. Number 4 is Sergeant Major. And number 5 is Staff Sergeant. Number 6 is Sergeant, also known as Combat Medic Grade 3. And number 7 is Corporal. And leading the entire company, the highest rank, the battlefield role is slightly different and with a different title. Number 1 is Special Operations Company Leader, and the rest of the members of the squad have exactly the same battlefield role as previously mentioned. Number 1, the Special Operations Company Leader, he is of the rank of Major, and again the insignia for the rest of the members of the squad are exactly the same as previously mentioned at company level. Now that we know how the squads are organised, it is time to organise the squads into their appropriate platoons. The Tempestus Scions Mechanised Platoon. This formation consists of a command squad, 3 Tempestus Scions squads, and 4 Taurox primes, one of which is the command vehicle. Here's the insignia starting from lowest to highest for the vehicle section of the platoon. The lowest ranking vehicles supporting the platoon is that of Guardsman First Class, 2 of which are that of exactly the same rank. The next highest rank is that of Lance Corporal, and that in command of the squad, when it comes to the vehicle transportation, is that of the rank of Corporal. The Taurox Prime has been covered already in a previous episode. Do check out part 6 for more information regarding the narrative behind this particular unit. Tempestus Scions Mechanised Platoons, when it comes to the transportation, especially for Tauroxes, is usually led by a 2nd Lieutenant. The first squad of the Mechanised Platoon is led by a Sergeant, and the 2nd and 3rd squads are led by Corporals. There are 3 types of Tempestus Scions Mechanised Platoons. The one that you see right in front of you is the standard Mechanised Platoon. And then there's the Tempestus Scions Anti-Personnel Platoon, and then the Tempestus Scions Mechanised Missile Launch Platoon, all of which are organised exactly the same as previously mentioned. The Tempestus Scions Airborne Platoon. Here is the layout of the actual formation. The following are the list of units that are organised within the platoon. 4 Valkyrie gunships, 1 Vulture gunship, a Tempestus Scions command squad, and 3 Tempestus Scions squads. The following is the formation's insignia and organisation. The command squad is led by a first lieutenant. The first squad is led by a master sergeant. The second squad is led by a sergeant first class. And the third squad is led by a staff sergeant. The Valkyrie gunships, and that of the Vulture gunships, the insignia has yet to be discovered and will be covered in a future episode on the Astra Militarum Air Force section on the channel. With the combination of ground reconnaissance as well as air support, which forms 2 platoons which form an echelon formation. Here is the layout of the echelon formation, the Tempestus Scions Special Operations Echelon. There are 3 different types of Tempestus Scions echelons. The standardized echelon, anti-personnel, as well as artillery support. 3 echelon formations form up a company. This is what's known as the Tempestus Scions Special Operations Company, and that is the layout of the formation. And furthermore, it is the largest formation available for the 18th Cadian Army Group. Thank you for watching this episode on how the Cadian Army Group is organised. In the next episode we'll be exploring the heavy tanks of the Astra Militarum, the battle line vehicles that bring destruction for the Emperor. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribe, and share this video, and hit the bell button so you won't miss another video. If you want to find out more information on how to get involved and how to support the channel, please watch the end credits section of this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy wargaming. For honour, and for glory, and for Cadia, Cadia will stand. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to support this channel freely, please hit the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell button so you won't miss another video, share this video far and wide, and if it's one of your favourite videos, please add it to the favourites section and follow the YouTube channel for more updates. You can also check me out on my other social media networks. You can check out the official page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. If you want to contribute and support the channel further and want your name mentioned in our battle reports, or just support me in general, there are plenty of ways to do so. Head over to the Etsy store for channel merchandise. If you want to book up a game and participate on the channel, do contact me through my email address or through my social media pages. And if you want your name shouted out on the channel, and you want to support me further in making more content, do check me out on Patreon. By becoming a Patreon, you will help support the channel tremendously, and you will get to unlock extra features that are only exclusive to Patreon members. These are all the current members that are supporting me right now, and I'd like to thank them all very much for supporting the channel, for Cadians as well as the Ultramarines faction. Rise up to the ranks and win glory for the Emperor. And a big shout out to my YouTube members, as well as super patrons that support me on Patreon and YouTube membership. Tier 4 patron members, as well as YouTube members on my channel, will have access to the Striking Scorpion 82 Discord page. And I would like to also thank the channel sponsors, GoblinGaming, C Studios, Gammat.eu and the Magnet Baron. GoblinGaming have very kindly allowed me to have an affiliation link on the channel. Using the affiliation link when purchasing your items for all your hobby needs helps support the channel. I'm also featured on the Striking Scorpion 82 channel, and I also do a monthly battle report with YouTube membership on his channel as well. Thank you for watching, and happy wargaming!